Alright guys, so I've been training a lot of archaeology, and essentially I've been excavating from 98 to 99, just been stacking up the AFK hours whilst working. And I realized that I stacked up a lot of artifacts in the bank. So I'm going to show you kind of how many artifacts I've got in the bank right now. All of this, by the way, is coming from Twitch live. Don't have loads of time to edit videos these days, so I'm just kind of doing some live commentary of what's been happening. So as you can see, I've kind of got 123 artifacts here stacked up. These are all from the Zamarakian area, level 98 spot over in the Infernal Source. And I also have a load more as well here. But we're just going to focus on the Zamarakian ones for now, and I'm just going to blast those through. Roughly, this is going to be about a 2.3 million XP drop. It's going to be pretty insane. I've also just bought a load of materials, a lot of mats from the GE, so we're just going to price check those. Holy crap. That's more than I thought. So basically, I've just had to buy 153 million, or not 153, I had roughly about 40 mil worth of those mats just through excavating, but the rest I've had to buy. It's not a cheap skill, actually. If you do decide just to kind of buy the mats required, the excess mats required in order to like use and restore the artifacts, it seems to be an extremely expensive skill, especially when you add up kind of all the chronotes that you have to buy for the outfit and the perks and the the rewards from unlocking the new titles. I know for a fact that, well, this afternoon I AFK'd like 4,000 harmonic dust that's in the bank, ready to go and make another crystal matic in order to make the space and time matic, which you unlock at level 99 archaeology. That's going to require another dragon matic, and I think they're probably still going for like 100 mil right now. So that on top of buying the master outfit is going to be like another 100 mil or so, because you have to buy all the chronotes. So yeah, it's very expensive. I think overall, if I'm going to put like an estimate on how much I've spent, it must be around circa 700 mil. But this is going to sort of surpass me over 99. I'm probably going to get close to 100, 101 from this XP drop. But yeah, let's just see the XP drop. I'm going to store all the materials now in the material storage. I'm going to keep the max cape in the invent ready to equip again. It's been years since I've had to do this, and I can't remember when Invention skill was released, but that was the last time, you know, I kind of got max back, I guess, and came back to the game. For anyone who didn't watch any of my previous videos, I have kind of came back to the game for archaeology. It's locked down at the moment, got a bit of spare time, and so I thought I'd do some training. So let's just start restoring, I guess. This is actually kind of crazy restoring this many at once. I'm sure if you did this at a later level, if you're going for 120, then yeah, this would be some like insane XP drops. Yeah, shout out to the buyers who helped me buy at the Grand Exchange, someone's saying in the Twitch chat. Appreciate it. For those who helped out buy, because there is like a 1k limit on the mats, which is kind of insane. I'm actually just gonna Google quickly invention release. So yeah, wow. So Invention was released back in 25th of January 2016. So that's kind of how long it's been since I've sort of had to remax. Oh god, that's it. Hey, I forgot how close I was to 99 archaeology. Right, so that's 99 archaeology, guys. Happy days. It doesn't feel that satisfying because 120 is like the go-to, so... But overall, guys, if you are kind of just playing the game for PVM, you only really need to go for, I think, 97, and that unlocks all kind of the best in slot current relics. I'm not going to go through all that right now, because I personally don't have the knowledge yet to go through all of that, but it's definitely something I'm going to look into. I'm going to look into getting the relics, and I might live com that as well, me unlocking those and activating them ready to do some PVM. But that's kind of how close I was. So right now, I am 1.2 million away from 100. Everyone's saying spam, equip the max cape. I don't want to break the XP. I don't know if it'll break the XP if I equip it. I don't think it will, but I'll wait until this 27 completes. Also, I don't know what happened to my XP pop-up, chat, if you could let me know, because unless it's only a rune metrics thing, because I was hoping to kind of put an XP tracker here, but I know roughly, I know how much XP drop this is going to be. We all know it's a 2.2 million archaeology XP drop. A lot of people just gratzing me in the chat, which is really awesome. I'm going to reply to all of those once I finish these restorations. If you don't want to see me here, it's just spamming reply to everybody, but I always do. Thank you very much, guys, for gratzing. Honestly, like, my thoughts, if you want to know my kind of overall thoughts of the skill, I have made a really quick video. It's like a 3-minute video on my channel. Feel free to go and watch that. I'll leave the link in the description, maybe. That'll give you kind of my initial thoughts on the skill. Okay, that's the 27 complete and restored. Nice. Can wear the Matscape again. Happy days. I have no idea what those colors are all about. Let's customize that. There you go. Matscape. In terms of kind of like outfit and presets that I usually rock at the moment, say it's that. So I'll apply that. There we go. I'm a bit old school and I do like the old look of the Nex armors. So I'm kind of glad that they came out with an option to repurchase those as like an overlay. I kind of wish it wasn't so expensive to keepsake though. Loads of MMOs out there just allow you to kind of transmog things a lot cheaper than they do on RuneScape. It requires a hefty amount of money to keepsake items. But it's just the way it is, I guess. So quite a few unlocks there on the 99. I'm going to go and keep restoring everything, so I'm looking forward to kind of doing all like the post-99 content as well with Archaeology. The time and space matic looks really awesome. I don't have it all set up just to go and do, and that's a shame because that would have sort of added to the video really. But I'm definitely going to go and get the time and space matic as well and get that sorted. I'm actually just going to Google it and just show you guys on an image. So this is the space and time matic. It looks really awesome. It's going to cost a lot of money. Yeah, it's going to cost a lot of money for this bad boy. 250,000 chronos. So this item also requires an energized meteorite shard. This is purchased from the Archaeology guild shop for 250,000 chronotes, which is worth 143 million right now based on GE prices. Did not realize I was going to have to pay that much money for notes as well. This is actually insane. So on top of this, you need a dragon matic as well, correct? Oh no, okay, yeah. Items, okay, among the items required for making this are the crystal matic and the imcando. Yeah, each requiring a dragon, yeah. So I have to go and buy another dragon matic, which is going to cost roughly another 100 mil. I've got 4,000 dust. So I can make the crystal. And I've already got the imcando, which I'm kind of equipping right now. By the way, if anyone's wondering, perks-wise, what I've been rocking the owned 6 perk. These are both ancient gizmos, which were unlocked through Archaeology. So I went and got owned 6, and I got Fortune 3 and Imp Soul 2 as well. Those are the ones I've been rocking. Due to the level of my matic now, I'm pretty certain I can separate those gizmos off as well and put those onto my space and time. But someone can confirm that in chat. But yeah, this is actually a crazy amount of money. So this actually will probably make the cost of what it's cost me to get to this point through purely buying mats. Like any excess mats I have not farmed, you're definitely looking at easily 800 mil in terms of cost. Due to kind of doing a lot of the content early on as well on release. That's circa 800 mil quite easily and comfortably in terms of costs for the excess mats. And that's going to include, that's including all the cost, the upcoming costs from buying this matic and making this time and space matic. On top of that, I'm going to be buying the master outfit, the master archaeology outfit, and that's extremely expensive as well. So that's actually insane how much... so a lot of the money has came from buying the Dragonmatics, really, and going for the Space and Time Matic, and then going for the outfits, like buying the outfits with Chronotes. Quite a lot of the money's gone into that. You're probably looking at least a third of the money's gone into that, at least. And then the rest of the money's excess mats. People are saying in my chat they think the outfit's better than the Matic, so it might be better to prioritize that. I mean, the outfit is a flat-out XP increase, so it might be, yeah. I'll keep the Max Cape on for now. If you have noticed, I have been wearing the 15-year Vet Cape. When I came back to the game, roughly 3 or 4 days after the release of Archaeology, I was looking around in the world of a few people here and there. That guy's got trim cape. A few people here and there were wearing this cape. It was quite rare, like not many people were wearing it. People who were wearing it looked pretty badass, and I was like, that's a good looking cape. So I was asking my mates what it is. They were saying it's the 15-year cape, go check it out, go and speak to Hans and see if you can get it. Went and spoke to Hans, and it turns out my account's like 16 years old. So I managed to get the veteran cape as well. And it's kind of crazy how attached it makes you feel, how attached an item can make you feel to the game. Yeah, how an item can make you feel so attached to a game is kind of crazy. And it's a beautiful looking cape. It's a really, really good looking cape. Yep, pretty old. I'm now officially trimmed, which is good news. I've got trim comp finally. Couldn't you have stayed in the 93 spot to save a lot of money? I'm not sure what the optimal things are in terms of money efficiency. I haven't really... I didn't look into cost efficiency at all. I just basically followed the standardized practice of you just keep going to the highest level spot. Just keep moving on for the better XP rates. There's a few different strategies. I know Chewy, he decided to stay in the Bandos area and just constantly kept getting compasses. So he basically kept making the Bandos logs, which give you Tetra Compass piece as a reward. And then he kept making compasses up. And then out of those compasses, you also get tomes, like 1 to 2 tomes, which are big XP drops later on. When you're in your like post 95s, you're looking at like 40k XP drops from those. So that's also another strategy, and that seemed to work out well for him. And that will be cheaper, of course, because every single time you go for a compass, you also get roughly, I don't know, on average, 8 mil materials worth as well. So overall, that's probably more cost effective as well. I am just about to tick over to 100 Archaeology in a minute. Yep, you also do have a chance of getting the Dragonmatic as well if you're doing the compass route. You went past me. There's a guy in the chat who's been racing me, guys, the past like week. And he thought he was ahead of me, but no, not now. It is an extremely satisfying feeling restoring this many artifacts. Yeah, it was a fun race, mate. Yeah, you also do have a chance of getting the Tony's Mac. Which, I'm not sure how much that is right now. Does anyone know in the chat how much the Tony's Mac is still in the bills? Yeah, you only need item level 15 plus in order to separate to get your gizmos back. So I will be getting these gizmos back and putting them into time space because it was quite a investment to get those perks as well. That's level 100 Archaeology. Good times. 1.4 mil off 101. So far, guys, I've gone from 98 to 100. So obviously this wasn't the most efficient way, but at the end of the day, it's better just to get some XP than no XP at all. And so what I would do is, if I wasn't able to sort out collections or basically sort out my gear or titles, etc., I just got myself set up and I got to the area that I could excavate in and I just AFK'd there whilst working. Because because that was essentially just more efficient than not doing it at all. So that's why I've got so much stacked up right now. And that's how I've managed to surpass 99 pretty quick, due to the restorations. It's a really interesting way they've implemented the skill, actually. I can't think off the top of my head other skills that have done it in this way before. Where you get a lot of... where it's like very two distinct activities within the same skill. Because some skills usually are purely just gathering. This one is a mixture, and I think they've balanced it pretty well. So I am playing kind of in-game music right now, so I don't get copyright striked on the video. So I keep skipping through until I find a decent in-game song. I will figure out something better than this. So people are saying the Tony's Matic right now, which is the best in slot for Archaeology, is 4 to 5 bill. 4 to 5 bill right now, roughly. The last one might have sold for about 4.8. Someone's saying in the chat, so glad you're finding some enjoyment in the game. I am. It feels weird. I actually feel more enjoyment right now, just training a bit of Archaeology, chilling out, and even like playing on the Iron Man a bit, than I have kind of figuring out PVM again. So yeah, a bit of weird feeling in that respect. Mostly because I've just been really relaxed with it all. Just being a player, right? Inverted commas. Just being a player and kind of relaxing with the game. Justice becoming a skiller going for 200 mil. No. That's not going to happen, but it's been nice just kind of being a player in the background, just kind of training skills, basically. Just the community feeling of training this new skill and just being immersed in it and not being distracted by other things. Like there's been... and I'm sure you guys have experienced this, where you like... I right-click people a lot. I'm a very nosy person in the game. I love the examine option. So like this guy, Farm Life, he must have insane farming XP. Yep, so he only farms in this game, so... that's an interesting account. So yeah, you know what I mean? Like, just examining people is really fun in this game. So I right-click a lot. When I'm training Archaeology, and there's been a couple of people I've been following, and we've been kind of training almost at the same rate, and I just keep examining, seeing like where they're up to and how fast they're training it, and we're having like random chats in the world, like someone asking me what the Water Fiend is for and is it actually worth it, and it definitely is, by the way, because it has a chance of doubling the artifacts which you get, which is like a massive XP creep instantly if it does double. Pure RNG though, but it is nice getting a Water Fiend familiar, guys, and they're not that expensive anymore, so 100% worth. Privacy mode is the worst, guys. I would recommend to always keep it open. People are interested to see kind of, you know, what your skills are all about, just so they can compare and kind of have fun with it. So I do definitely recommend turning that on. I think you do it. I can't think right now where you do it, but it's in the settings. Oh, it's actually in player loadout, I think. Summary somewhere, possibly like my examine. Yeah, privacy. And then you can put it on anybody, or even just friends only if you wish to do so. But it's nice having it open. I definitely examine a lot when I'm playing the game. But it's nice training it right now, early days, when you're not solitude. Yeah, when you're not solo, because there's so many other people training, and you really get a sense of community when you're training this new skill right now. And like I said, a couple of people, I recognize their names, and we've been training up together, so it's been pretty cool. On and off stream. So yeah, guys, that was the blast right there in terms of XP drops. 123 artifacts being restored, and there are more as well, but I'm not going to do those just yet for now. I only have 17 million GP left. I did just lend 70 mil off a good friend of mine, Red Bomb, in order to basically buy all those mats. So my idea now, guys, I mean, running through me right now is like a rebuild. It would be nice to rebuild. It's just I really need to know if it's worth it, you know, to the future. But at the same time, I should probably just not overthink it. There's a few interesting items that have came out due to the skill. I have bought myself an Inquisitor staff, actually, which I'll show you now. So I have bought the Inquisitor staff, which actually looks pretty good. I watched the RS guy's video on this, and he essentially described it as like an upgraded ancient staff, and it really is. It definitely gets that vibe. And it's a really good looking staff, to be honest. Compared to the Noxious staffs and everything, it's decent. It does feel a bit more RuneScape-y. So good effort on that. Interesting, though, how it virtually is best in slot right now for a lot of high-level PvM bosses that are melee type and melee based. That's where the effects come into play. And that's very controversial, obviously, because it's coming through a skill. There's three options that kind of, or three things that go through my mind with that. Or definitely at least two anyway. One of the options could be that they just want people to get into PvM a bit more, and this is a good entry-level weapon now. It's not even an entry-level, it's literally best in slot for some of the toughest bosses in the game. And when I bought it, it was 230 mil. I think it is going up now. I bought it at probably one of its lowest points. I think it did get down to 180, and then it's just it's starting to skyrocket now when people are realizing kind of, you know, it is actually best in slot at the high-level boss fights. So, yeah, the Inquisitor staff, it could be the fact that they're just wanting to get more people into PvM. Sorry, let me just skip this. I can't concentrate with this bloody music. I wish there was a way of saving playlists. Because this is nice. Okay, I think this is a nice song. Autumn Voyage, I think this is a famous one. A lot of people like this tune. You can press the plus button. I'll do that at some point. I might have to make my own playlist. Hey, Miss Rose, how you doing? Oh, this song's great. This is taking me back. This is one of the originals. So yeah, basically three options or three things are going through my mind, like initially just off the top of my head, and I'm going to try and remember these because I thought about this like 3 days ago. One of the reasons why, fine, I'll go back to this. One of the reasons why it could be introduced in this way is that they're wanting people to get into PvM a bit more, ready for the new content that's coming out, like God Wars Dungeon 3. And maybe they're just encouraging more people to go out and get this item. It's more affordable than other gear out there. And you can just literally keep the staff equipped and you're going to do decent damage. You're not having to faff around with Fortic auto attacking, which will still increase your damage, but this is still a big kind of increase, or a big enough increase for some people, and it just motivates people to go and get it. So it might be like an entry level kind of get more people into PvM type weapon. It's more obtainable for people, and maybe they're trying to grow that side of the game. It could also be that maybe the new content that's coming out, this staff isn't going to work on, but that wouldn't make much sense. But that could be the case on some of the bosses maybe that are coming out in the future aren't going to be melee type, and so it's not going to supersede, let's say, the Staffus Lee as an example. The other third option is that they just messed it up. Like, they just messed up the balancing again. For some reason, they have this idea of making a tier 80 weapon better than tier 92s in certain areas, in the high-level boss areas where it actually matters, where damage actually matters, and it comes through a skill. You know, all those different added components like relics now come through a skill. You know, is that a good thing? Is it not? I'm not going to get into it, but you can write your comments on your thoughts down below as well. But I'll just end it there, guys. This video has probably gone on for ages, like in terms of me live commentating on the stream, kind of going with the flow. But yeah, 99 archaeology achieved. It feels pretty good. I should probably go and get the cape. I don't even know where I get the cape. This is the problem with live recording. I'm going to go to the Guildmaster, and we still need to find Tony. Where the hell's Tony, guys? Yeah, I think if I go and speak to this little story, I just love right-clicking people doing just playing the game. This guy here, Jita Sage, I'm not sure if he still is, but he was one of the a clan owner for one of the largest clans in World 24 called Wolfscape. It was one of the very first clans I joined post EOC. You know, this account's 16 years old. I did play pre-EOC, but post EOC, lots of clans were forming. Ajita Sage created a clan called Wolfscape. Big shout out to that clan. One of the first ones I joined in World 24. If you're in it, comment down below. But I used to be in that years ago when it was first kind of originated. Currently clanless feels bad. So, watch the cutscene. Okay, let's see what's happening, I guess. I mean... Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, okay. So, can I do this because I'm 99 XJ, or was this an option all the time and I just didn't see it because I was too busy training? Let's buy the cape first. Oh yeah, the graduation ceremony. I thought the graduation ceremony was only for getting the Guildmaster title that I don't have yet. Okay. Nice, guys. We made it. Wow, that actually looks sick. It's like I'm in Assassin's Creed or something. Ezio. No, I don't. This is the retro cape. Yep. This is the retro cape, dude. It looks way better than the new capes. Although I don't know if the hood is. But it looks okay. Yo, guys, I think I've just managed to create a really cool outfit without even trying. Yeah, Enzo, yeah. Like, this cape actually looks really good with the original Torva armor. Doesn't it? That actually looks really good. The time and space mag would look really good with it as well. But I'm liking the cape. I'm liking the cape. I think the 121 is going to look pretty good. We should do the emote. We should do the emote. I'm really not familiar with everything on this game, guys. It's been 2 years, so... and even when I actually looked back, I think I took like a 1 to 2 year break before Solak came out. So it's really been a long time since I've consistently played. But I played for 3 weeks post Solak release for a bit. And then I made that video of why I stopped playing, which you can check out as well. Yeah, I don't know where the skill emote is. Thank you, Laffer. Appreciate it. That's it, isn't it? Yep. Here we go. That's nice. Oh, that's good. I'm liking that. That's like one of those trick videos that people are all making on YouTube these days, right? Over the past couple of years. Where it looks like they've just done it first time, but they've actually spent about 12 hours trying to do some trick shot. Not gonna lie, that's actually a really cool emote, and I've seen the 120 emote, and I'm gonna say right now, this emote's better than the 120 emote. You know, flame me if you want, but this emote's better than the 121 by far. That's awesome. That actually, you know, that feels like archaeology a bit. I'm actually excavating, got the material, it's got all the different parts which, you know, belong to the skill. I like it. It's good. The 121, if you've seen it, it just looks more like an agility emote, but that's just me. Either way, it's been a fun journey. I feel like I was about to do something. Should we watch the cutscenes quickly and then we'll end there? Damn, this cape looks really good, man. I'll end the video there just in case these cutscenes are terrible. But thanks guys for watching, really appreciate it. Do comment down below and yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna watch this as well. Thanks guys for watching. All right, cool. To be honest, I could probably highlight the video of Tony sort of getting just demolished and sort of eaten by the monolith. So yeah, that's always been there. I would need to get the level. I think I need to get the Guildmaster achievement, which is here. So I've done the restoration. I'm 923 out of 1,000 for the discover damaged artifacts. I can easily do two more mysteries, and then the 5 collections should be okay as well. And then I'll be able to get that title. And that will unlock the shop rewards here from Ezreal. And I'll be able to purchase the Master Archaeology outfit here, which as you can see is super expensive. God, even the precision upgrades 150k. Yeah, and the Meteorite Shard is what you use to make the time and space Matic. So basically, if you just add all that up, guys, that's going to cost an absolute bomb. Unless you go and like do all your collection logs yourself. So yeah. Yeah, 650,000 chronotes right there, guys. So yeah, wish me luck. All the best. Cheers for watching.